Okay, so I'm just gonna talk so that we can have something going on right here at the beginning in case we need to cut it, or in case we need to so we can figure out the music overlay. Or if you're really mean to me, you might just leave this in. That'd be really cool. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Josh and Hayden podcast. I'm Hayden, your host for this week. Next week, Josh will be the host. And today, we're just going to kind of introduce ourselves, talk a little bit about us, who we are, and we're going to give you reasons why you should listen to this podcast, and we're going to give you reasons why you shouldn't listen to this podcast, which we hope you will ignore. So without further ado, I'm just going to get right into the first topic. What's up, Josh?
That being said, I think the list of reasons why you shouldn't is probably going to be longer than the list of reasons why you should, but please continue.
Oh yeah, for sure. At least I hope not, but we'll see. You'll get to know us pretty well here, I feel like. So the first question that I would like to pose to Josh is, give an introduction of yourself for someone that you want to like you. So like maybe your boss or a friend of a friend, and you want this person to like you. So like, how are you going to introduce yourself to that person so you come out looking the best that you possibly can? So for me, if I had to do this,
I was just about to ask you if you had an example for me. So
yeah, I actually do. I would say, hi, I'm Hayden. I'm so-and-so's friend. Or if it's my boss, then I'll probably just not talk to him or her, because that's scary. And I will probably say as little as humanly possible in that situation. But if it's a friend, I'll probably just walk up to them and be like, hey, what's up? My name's Hayden. How are you today? And then, it'll probably devolve into some kind of boring conversation. So I'll just kind of talk about who I am a little bit. So I am a linguist in the United States Navy. I have been for almost 4 years now. And wait, actually, I shouldn't say that, because that's a reason why people wouldn't like me.
Well, there you go. It's a reason for people to like you and a reason for people not to like you.
It really depends.
It's the ultimate
on the person,
wombo combo.
I feel like it really depends on the person. If this person is yeah, America, then when I tell them that I'm in the military, they're like, oh, hell yeah, that's awesome. But if this is a normal person on the street and I just roll up and I'm like, yo, what's up? I'm in the Navy. They're probably going to be like, oh God. Is this guy a living weapon?
Is this guy a weapon?
Paperwork. I do paperwork all day. Okay.
No, now, Hayden, I have to be honest. Nobody's going to look at you as you walk up to them and be like, hey, I'm in the Navy. And nobody's first thought is going to be, is this guy a weapon? Because have you seen yourself?
Bro, I am 130 something. I haven't weighed myself. I am 130 something pounds of pure raw
paperwork.
Something paper, yeah. Paperwork. Yeah, so that's my job. I'm also really into yoga. I do yoga every day. I said I said it again.
For the listeners that don't know what the ums are about, because we haven't told you yet, so that's understandable that you don't. Every time that we're saying we're going to try and donate $1 to charity. Fuck.
Yeah, so anytime that I say or Josh says or I guess either of us say or because it's kind of the same thing. I feel like I tend to say more in my vernacular, and Josh tends to say more in his, but it doesn't.
It's the Midwestern
doesn't matter.
in me.
Yeah, we will count them at the end of the episode, and then we will donate that money, $1 per interruption of speech, to charity. So yeah, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I like yoga. I also play a lot of D&D. A lot of D&D.
Whoa, no way.
Actually, Josh was my first DM way back in the day when we were in college together. And
No, no,
then
no, no, no,
I
no.
just
You were in college. I was not.
well, you were gainfully employed,
Yeah, that's true.
but it was our
We'll get there.
college era because you just like blew right through like that tech school in like
That's
9
true.
months, and then you were like, I'm a professional now. And then I was like drowning in my schoolwork, and I was like, wow, you're an asshole.
I'm like, I'm a professional. Kneel before me, minimum wage.
Yeah, my
No
so when
offense
I
to
was in
anyone
college, I was
making minimum
working.
wage, though.
Yeah, no, we've all been there. When I was in college, I was working 3 minimum wage jobs. I was working around 50 to 60, sometimes upwards of 70 hours a week, in addition to going to school full time. I worked as a fast food manager, a night manager at a fast food restaurant in the town where we grew up, and it was like Tex-Mex. It was like a combination of Tex-Mex, combination of cheesesteaks, and a combination of oddly enough Italian food
Really just a
that
mess of a
we
restaurant.
make. It was something, that's for dang sure. Uh, there I go again. Frick. I was also I'm mad when I don't swear. But as mad as I am, I can't be too mad because the money does go to charity. So,
Exactly. So yeah,
full
it's
send.
it's a good reason to say those words.
Oh, there we go again. Cool. So I was also working as a Spanish tutor at the college that I was going to, which was Eastern Washington University. And I had the maximum amount of students that they would allow because they would only let me work 12 hours a week. But word kind of got out that I was, pretty good at teaching Spanish. And I actually had like a couple of people that I helped out under the table. And I just kind of charged them the same rate that those
Mm-hmm.
like I mean, a couple of them, they were like, yo, I can't afford this. And I was like, that's
You
fine.
just
I'll
wouldn't get
just
like
like sit down
the
with you.
tuition assistance that the school would give you and stuff like that, would you? Did the school give you like tuition assistance for tutoring? I would assume they
Oh
have
yeah,
to.
for sure.
Okay, good. It's like if they didn't, we have.
Oh hell, I mean, I was
I will go
employed.
over. Oh yeah, that's a good point.
I
It's
mean,
like if they
yeah,
weren't,
I mean, they
I was
paid
going
me.
to. We just keep talking over each other.
No, it's good because then they can hear both of us talk at the same time. That's like a bonus.
That's true. You get double the ear satisfaction. Double the audio satisfaction, I guess. God damn it.
Yeah, so they paid me, but that's why they limited my hours. They were like,
Mhm.
you can only so think of it this way. So I met with each student 2 times a week for an hour. So, and then they would only let me work like 12 hours a week. So, I only had 3 students, effectively. And, so then I was trying to help out other people, and some people I just helped out for free. I was like, this won't cost you anything. But like, those like rich kids that like live up in the mountains.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
as soon as I like figured out who they were, I was like, yeah, you can pay me $20 an hour for my time, because if you don't, guess what? You're gonna fail Spanish 201. And then you're gonna have to take it again.
And you'll just waste your money at the college instead of wasting your money on me.
Yeah.
And which
So,
would you
I would
prefer?
pick. Yeah. So, I would pick up shifts where I could, both working fast food and also tutoring people. And then occasionally I would also work this like security job where, if there's an event in town, like a basketball game or like a football game, or I typically did sporting events, although I did do one concert at the arena in town, but
Which concert did you do? I can't remember.
I don't remember either. It
Oh, you don't?
was some country music dude. I don't know.
So a waste of your time then.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh
I
no,
stopped listening to country music.
I just segregated all of our country music listening audience. What have I done?
Okay, country music audience, let me try to lasso you like a cowboy and pull you back to us. So here is my stance on country music. I don't like any of this new age country. I don't like the like bro country, like the cross pop over or
Mhm.
pop crossover is what I meant to say.
For sure, for sure.
Um, but the old stuff, I love the old stuff. Like I'm talking like Tim McGraw. I'm talking like I can't think of any other names right now
Garth Brooks.
because I'm drawing Garth Brooks. Thank you. Um, I'm talking Shania Twain. I'm talking that era of country. Like when I was I was probably like, I don't know, 9 years old. Um,
And you were listening to all their stuff that came out in the 90s
yeah,
because it was still
exactly.
popular when you were 9 years old.
Yeah, and the radio, they just put that shit on a loop.
Oh yeah.
The same like 20 greatest
Now,
country hits.
now just imagine you're 9 years old and you're living in Iowa. That is literally all there is on the radio. You can't find other radio stations because it's all just country music. And therefore I have a very large disdain for country music because I was forced to listen to it because I had no other choice on the radio.
I when you just said that, I imagine like you having the radio dial and you turn it to a new station and the same song is playing and it's in sync with the other radio station. So you didn't lose any audio. Like it just was a continuation, like of
That for
pure.
sure had to have happened at one point in my life.
I
Just
also
listen.
picture you like sitting on the porch of your grandma's house and you got like a big fat lip of dip in and you're like and you're just like spitting.
Ah, yes, me, the avid tobacco user.
And you're spitting into a Coke can that's empty, and it's not like the new updated Coke can. I'm talking like this is like a 1980s Coke can where it's like, how the heck did he get this can of Coke? No one knows. It's from the 80s, but there he is sitting on the porch. Oh, also you're probably wearing overalls and you don't have a shirt on.
Now, dear listeners, I want to just put something out there. I have uh, never worn overalls. That's where I want to start in my defense. I've never worn overalls in my life. I uh, I don't even I like you said, I don't know where I would get a fuck. Oh no. A
Gosh, this is so much money,
80s
which is
Coke
good.
can. Oh my god, it's just so habit. Oh, and
This is why I did this.
I guess the last thing is I don't do the tobacco. I guess that's probably the least important part of that statement that I want to defend, but it's still a part that I want to defend. So I'm just putting that out there. Uh, but for sure, never worn overalls, and that's the most important thing that I want to
Wow.
defend about myself.
I actually didn't know that about you, so that's enlightening
What, you
because
just assumed
I
that
just,
since I was from Iowa, I had to have worn overalls at one point?
I mean, yeah, come on, dude. Like,
That's
were you about to say that's racist?
no, I was going to say
Because I
that's
agree.
statist.
Whatever it is, I agree with you. So with that being said, would you like to give an introduction of yourself for someone that
Oh,
you want to like you?
oh yeah, sure. Uh, so obviously, as we have discovered, I say the word a lot. Um, my name is Josh. As we have also discovered, that was the second thing that we've discovered about me. Much like Hayden, I play so much. I play a lot of D&D. Well, not as much as I'd like to because COVID. I just gestured to everything for our all audio audience who's not going to watch the recording of this. So I need to make sure that I'm actually saying what I'm doing. Hayden's gesturing towards everything as well. Fuck. That's another thing. I swear a lot, so I'm sorry. I'm gonna try and not do that too much for this
Oh yeah.
for this show. But if it happens, and deal with it.
Yeah, I already put the podcast setting to what's the opposite of clean? I
Not
don't want to
safe
say
for work.
dirty because we're not dirty.
Not safe for work.
But we're not safe for work either. Like we just say shit and like maybe the F word.
I can make us not safe for work.
Oh, I mean, we can get there later in the episode.
Penis.
Oh man.
Well, there it goes.
Now we're not safe for work anymore. Okay, well, whatever that setting is, that's like, is this appropriate for children? I clicked hell no. If there, well, I actually just clicked no. But if there was a hell no button, then I would have clicked
Definitely
that one
would have pressed
instead.
that. Yeah, for sure. Like Hayden, I also worked a arena. Well, I worked like a event security job here in our hometown here. I worked at a lot more than he did, mainly because I wasn't doing full-time school at the time. I was doing like a tech program, I guess, at a school, and I became like a pharmacy technician. That's not important. The cool thing about the arena job is there was one event where I got to travel over to Seattle to do security for both. Well, I went over to Seattle a couple of times, but twice I went there to work security at the Seahawks arena, which I think is like Lumen Field now or something like that. And one time I worked a preseason game between the Seahawks and the Broncos, which was awesome for me because I am a Broncos fan, and I got to be up in the cushy like VIP boxes. So I got to be warm the whole time and just watch the game more or less. And it was great because the Broncos won. And it was a preseason game, so nobody gave a shit. But the Broncos won, and I got to be on my high horse being like, haha, my Broncos beat your Seahawks, all you stupid Seattleites. Seattle, you're not stupid. The Seahawks are.
People in Seattle. That's a different story. No, just kidding. Just kidding, Seattle. We love you.
But the other event that I got to work was a Taylor Swift concert, and I think it was for like her whichever album had oh god, what's that song? It's one of her
Love Story.
No, it's not. That's an old song. It was like,
are we old?
That's one of her old songs. I think it was like her 1989 album or something like that. But I got to work on the field, like right outside where the quote unquote like pit was, like right next to the stage and everything. And I was working with our friend Wyatt, and we were both just standing there like watching the concert happen. It was super cool. We were literally like 50 feet from Taylor Swift, which is pretty cool. Also, they brought Russell Wilson on stage at one point, and Wyatt freaked out because he's a big Seahawks fan. And I was like, yeah, that's cool. He's short.
How tall is Russell Wilson?
He's like 6 foot, but
oh yeah, he's so short.
He's short for a quarterback.
What a rude thing to say.
I think he's actually like 5'11" and some 3/4 inch or something like that.
Oh, but he just rounds up.
Yeah, he just rounds up because he's short. So he takes every inch that he could.
Yeah, I do the same thing.
I guess that's not a great way to introduce myself to like somebody that I want to like me, because I'm just telling them about my life experiences. So if you were somebody that likes me, I think I'm a funny person and I'm fun to be around. So there we go. That's a reason for you to like me. Got it in one.
Okay, now we're gonna give an introduction for somebody that we want to hate us.
Oh, that we want to hate us.
Yeah. So we see a person and we say, wow, I want nothing to do with that person. And that person is crossing the room towards us. They're
Talk
gonna
to
start
us.
a conversation
Mm.
with us. And we have to, as quickly as possible, give them a reason to hate us and not want to engage in the conversation further. I'll go first.
Are these factual things that we're telling them about us, or are we making shit up about ourselves?
No, we have to be completely truthful.
Okay.
Okay. So this person's walking over. They say hi to me. I say, hi, my name is Hayden. Sometimes when I see people, I look at their face and I decide, nope, I don't want to talk to that person. And you are that person. And it's nothing, it's not even your fault. It's my fault, but I don't care. You have a face that I do not like, so I don't want to talk to you. And if that doesn't drive them away, because I know that's not really a reason. I do actually do that. Like if I like see someone in public, like you know how you can kind of pick out the Karens in the crowd.
Oh, for sure. Having worked in customer service, I can 100% pick out Karens.
Yeah, I do that with everyone. And I know that that's really, really bad because, don't judge a book by its cover and all that. I could be wrong and I have been wrong. But here's the thing though. Most of the time, I'm usually right. So, and it's a blessing and a curse. So, there's that. But if that doesn't drive them away, then I would just say something like, I don't know. I didn't really think about I didn't really think this through.
That's fine. That's fine.
This whole topic. I don't know. I guess I would say.
Do you need some time to think about it? Because I have an absolute banger of a reason for me.
Oh yeah, let's go.
So the person walks across the room towards me. I'm like, oh God, I really don't like the cut of this guy's jib. And they walk over to me and they introduce themselves, and I'm like, hi, yeah, I'm Josh. I unironically liked Nickelback in high school.
Oh, I should have said that. Josh and I loved Nickelback in high school, and we were not ashamed at all.
Not in the slightest. I literally went to a Nickelback concert. The concert in retrospect, it was a fun concert. They know how to throw a fucking concert. It was a whole lot of fun. But I probably would not go to another Nickelback concert again. I probably won't ever listen to their music again, unless it randomly comes up on the radio and I get hit with nostalgia.
It was a good era, though.
Yeah. We unironically liked not great things like that.
Yeah.
And
that's it. I mean,
we like that. Yeah, that's it. I'm gonna edit that part out.
Also, let's say this person was okay, let's imagine that this person is at our high school reunion, and then they're one of the popular kids, and then we could just be like, whoa, buddy, we were in drama. You can't be seen with us. Walk away. There you go. Attaboy.
We're theater kids. No.
See, that's the thing about Josh and I is that while yes, we were theater kids, we were also very multifaceted, and we had friends in all kinds of circles.
And by Josh and I, he really just means himself, and I was kind of there along for the ride. Because I mostly just had friends in theater. I had very few friends outside of the theater department. I had
we had choir.
I could,
but I guess that's
okay. There's a large crossover between choir and drama, and I honestly would not even tout many of the people that like I talk to Inquire as friends. I could probably count on one hand how many friends I had outside of the theater department in high school.
Yeah, I would need two hands, but I get what you're saying. Okay, now here's a hard-hitting question,
Oh,
and I'm not gonna go first, and I'm not gonna give you time to think. If
Okay.
you, Josh, were a food, what would you be?
If I were food,
Yeah, go with your gut. Get it?
let's see.
Go with your
If
gut
I was a
because you're a
food,
food.
I would be a cheeseburger.
Okay.
Because and let me explain this, because nearly everybody likes a good cheeseburger, and you can even get like different options of cheeseburger. I am multifaceted. Like you could get like a veggie burger, you can get like a Beyond Burger and everything. Like you have your options. Like I can be whatever you need me to be, because I am I am an immaculate soul. God damn it.
I love this. Are you like a Angus burger or are you like a smash burger?
Oh, I'm a thick boy.
You're a thick boy? Okay. Yeah. I
Even
like
though
that.
I prefer like a smash burger, I personally would be a thick boy. I'm like your third pound burger.
Oh yeah. Like you're like that burger that so I feel like Josh is one of two third pound burgers. On one hand, he's either that burger that you're like drunk at like 3 a.m. and you roll through a Carl's Jr.
Mhm.
and you're just like, put this burger in my fucking mouth, bro.
And they're just like,
Or
please get out of here. It's 3 a.m. We are not open.
or he's like the burger, like you go to like a fancy restaurant like Black Angus or something like that, and you order like a super fancy burger from like a
Mhm.
steak restaurant.
I'm whatever you need me to be.
He's versatile. Are you like, what kind of toppings do you have? Or are you just like classic?
I'm just your classic burger.
Yeah.
Just got like,
Well, see, that's the thing about Josh is you can kind of dress him up however you like. He's worn a
exactly,
lot of
like
eccentric things.
very much so.
We can get into that when we talk about our theater
we can get into
experiences.
that at a later date or a later time in this show.
If you guys want to hear us reminisce about our theater days, let us know. We can
'Cause
definitely take some time to talk about that.
I could talk about my theater experiences for a very long time.
Yeah, we could probably shape this entire podcast around just talking about theater, but
Oh, probably.
we're not going to. If I were a food, I would be pizza. And
That makes
here's
sense.
why. I love pizza and
And you
I
love
love
yourself.
myself. I do. And here's the
Saw that
thing.
coming.
Most people like pizza. And subsequently, most people also happen to like me. So that's what I got.
Hayden, you got a real low opinion of yourself there. You really need to boost your self-confidence.
Okay, so I'm going to say something that will boost my self-confidence, and then I'm going to say something that will immediately make a large percentage of our audience hate me. Okay, here we go. So, boosting my confidence. I don't care like what's on the pizza. I like a
I know where
traditional
this is
pizza.
going. I know where this is going. Oh no.
I can do simple.
It makes me hate you.
I know. Yeah, this is something that makes my best friend in the whole world hate me. Uh I can do like the classic like pizza margarita. I love that. That drives me
Mhm.
nuts. That
Yeah.
really that really Fridays my Garfield. But one thing that I love on pizza, my favorite topping on pizza is pineapple. And you know what? Going back to the previous question, if I just had to like say a one-liner to make that person hate me, I would probably say, "Hi, my name's Hayden. I like pineapple on pizza." And then
That
they would
might not
probably
work.
just walk away.
That might not work though, because like people who love pineapple on pizza, they love pineapple on pizza. Like if you
Yeah.
said that to them and they were like one of those degenerates that like pineapple on pizza, then they would probably love you forever. But if it was me, then I'd be like, oh God, I'm never associating myself with this human again.
So actually, I was going to save this topic for later on in the podcast, but I feel like I have like a beautiful transition to it right now. So we're just gonna like glaze over it real quick. And so, fun fact, Josh and I have only been in one fight in our entire friendship, and this fight occurred over pizza.
But not for the reasons that you're thinking.
Not because I like pineapple on pizza or anything like that, but it's because was it a dress rehearsal?
I think so.
Yeah. We were at a dress rehearsal for Les Miserables, and we were like, oh man, we should get some pizza before the show. And so we got the pizza, we took it in the dressing room, and we were like eating dinner before the show. And I'm just eating my pizza, and Josh looks over at me. He like slow pans over his head to like look at me, and he has like a fire in his eyes that is unknown to man, but known only to angels and devils. And he looks at me and he says, could you stop chewing so loud? Like, holy shit, you are chewing so loud. And I was like, I can't control, like my mouth is full. And I'm like, I can't control like how loudly I chew. I'm sorry. And Josh was just like so angry at me. And all I was doing was eating. Like, you know, when pizza's hot and like you probably should wait for it to cool down, but you don't. So you're just kind of like, yeah, you know,
yeah.
Like trying to cool it down as you eat it like a freaking barbarian. That's pretty much what I was doing.
And this is a really funny like example of how some people remember things and other people just like don't remember things because it didn't impact their life. I don't remember this at all.
Really?
I don't remember like getting mad at you about this. I can believe that I did because I definitely had some unresolved anger issues that I feel that I have pretty well resolved at this point. But I can 100% believe that I got super pissed off at you for chewing too loudly.
Yeah, you did. You were like borderline like off the handle. But that is the only time in our entire lives that Josh and I have like been at odds. I was pretty upset, but then
the show must go on.
I just took it and I pushed it way deep down in my stomach, just like the pizza that I ate earlier. And then I was fine. Yeah, you know.
I just want to circle back around to something. If you like pineapple on pizza, I really actually don't care. I'm being hyperbolic. Yeah. I'm saying this because my fiance is sitting behind me and I heard her comment something and I'm not particularly sure what it was that she said.
Yeah. If you do like pineapple on pizza though, call me.
Because I have unfortunately surrounded myself with the two people I love the most in this world, and they both love pineapple on pizza. I don't know how I found these people, but here I am. But you know what? It just means that we never order pineapple on our pizza unless all three of us are together and they can have their pineapple pizza. I hear you laughing back there.
I love it. That's so great. So I do want to talk about
oh no
is kind of a fun thing, you know, all the time, but is there something wrong?
No, your video just froze for a bit.
I froze a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Now you're just low quality.
Okay. So
oh gosh.
Oh no, maybe something's wrong with my connection.
Maybe.
Oh man, yeah, it does not like that.
What's nice about all this is we will be able to edit any of this out. So
Okay, I didn't do anything. I just like on my laptop, so it's kind of
I
weird.
wonder if it's like people like are waking up and using your Wi-Fi.
Ooh, maybe. I mean, it's only 6:30, so maybe. But I hope not, because that would be bad. Like I was hoping we would have at least another hour so that we can like, I don't know. We've been talking for a long time, but we're almost done. I promise.
Oh yeah, we're almost done
Um,
with your list.
Yep. So, oh yeah, by the way, that's going to be the structure of the podcast for everyone listening or watching. Josh and I, this is the topic. It like ties in. So, Josh, we've been friends since 2008.
Mm-hmm. The
That's
long
a
ass
long
time.
time. Like that's more than half of our lifetime.
Not
Uh,
mine.
I rem. That's 13 years. You're not 26.
Well, we became friends in the was it the winter of 2008? Yeah,
Yeah, because
because we took
basketball.
science, basketball and science. So yeah, okay,
Yeah,
that
basketball and
checks
science.
out.
Yeah. So like more than half of our lives we've been friends.
Mhm.
Um, that's insane.
Yes, it is. Like
And
that's way too long for
I
anyone.
agree. We should stop being friends. I
Yes,
agree.
we must stop right now. Thank you everyone for listening to this podcast. This is the one and
Yep.
only episode. Thank you very much.
Yep.
Goodbye.
This is our first episode. This is our last episode. No, okay. So
This
yeah,
was just to announce the end of our friendship.
Josh and I bonded over being absolute bosses in science class. We would do weeks of work ahead of time, and then we would just kind of fuck off after that, like
Yeah.
just mess around and talk about dumb shit and you know throw things at people. Middle school stuff. And then also we were on the 7th grade JV basketball team,
We were
and
legends.
we were legends. Shout out to our team captains, JT and Mason. You led us to many victories, and
No. Wait.
it was a good time.
Wait. JT led us to many victories.
Hey, what are you talking about? Mason was great. He would call play number 3, the one where I'm supposed to post and like be able to touch the ball for once in the fucking game. And then he would just shoot it from the 3 line. Okay. So he was awesome. Okay.
He was
Don't
hurting our
discount
field
him.
goal average. That's what he was doing.
But yeah, no, we've been friends for so freaking long. And so I just think it's crazy that I just wanted to like take a moment and just, put that out there.
Yeah.
But so that's the what am I trying to say? The structure of our podcast is Josh and I have been friends for so fucking long. Josh is like my best friend. I love him to death. I know the most about him. I know him better than anyone. He knows me better than anyone.
Mhm.
But so every podcast, one of us, whoever's hosting, will generate a list of topics, and the other person hasn't seen that list at all. And so it's kind of like we're interviewing each other, even though we don't need to do that.
Yeah.
But we get to have
We
some really dope conversation along the way.
we'll probably know the answer to the other person's to like we'll probably know as we're writing down the topics. We'll probably know what their answer is going to be. So like it won't be a surprise for us, but you guys will get to learn things about us along the way.
Well, I don't know. It was a surprise for me. Like I just assumed that you wore overalls every day when you lived in Iowa.
Fair. Everyone in Iowa does eventually wear overalls, but they get their first pair of overalls when they turn 15. Unfortunately, I stopped living in Iowa when I was 12.
Oh, okay. So that's why. I understand.
Yes, I didn't get to my quinceañera for
Oh,
overalls.
okay. Well, if you live in Iowa and you received overalls for your quinceanera, please let us know. I'm actually very fascinated in this
He's very
piece of
fascinated about
Iowan
Iowa culture.
Yeah. So one thing I will say that did fascinate me about Iowa, and I tell this every time that I talk about my one and only trip to Iowa. there's fucking corn everywhere. You look in front of you, you see corn. You look to the west, you see corn. You look to the east, you see corn. You look to the south, you see corn. And what direction are you facing? You're facing north and you see corn. I didn't mention that, but you probably figured it out anyway. And if you look at any of the other sub cardinal directions, guess what you'll also see? You're gonna see some fucking corn, bro. Like, what did you think? What did you think I was gonna say? There's corn everywhere. It was amazing.
It's corn all the way down.
I've never seen anything like it. It was absolutely bonkers. It was fucking insane.
It's literally that planet from Rick and Morty where everything's on a cob. It's literally just that. That, like, the creators of Rick and Morty just went to Iowa and were like, yes, this 100% perfect.
This for 21 minutes and an ad break. 100%. So yeah, that's my little tidbit about Iowa. So yeah, hopefully with this podcast, Josh and I continue to learn more things about each other. And, this is a good way for us to catch up and hang out. And then you get to hang out with us too, to everyone watching or listening at home or in your car or wherever you are.
Or at work, avoiding your boss and avoiding responsibilities.
Yeah.
We appreciate
wherever you are, whatever you're doing. Yeah.
At the gym, you're getting those gains and you're listening to two idiots talk about themselves. We appreciate it.
Yeah, we do appreciate it. When you're like lifting up the bar and you make that like really exaggerated like sound, that you think makes you look cool. You do look cool. But also thanks for having us in your ears while you do it.
But also at the same time, as you're lifting that, you're hearing somebody say there's corn to the east, there's corn to the west, there's corn to the south, and there's corn to the north. You're like, this is what's keeping me going. This is what's getting this bar above my head.
Look, I'm just gonna break it down for you. If you're a weightlifter, you got two options. Okay, 2.
Mm-hmm.
And if it's not one, then it's the other. You don't have a choice. You're either pumping out Metallica, or you're listening to this dang podcast. Okay.
Yeah, those are the only options.
That's it. Those are your only choices.
Sorry.
So with that, I would like to make a very, very abrupt transition, and I'm going to read off a new segment that I like to call the tweet of the weeks.
Yes.
Now,
perfect.
why is it the tweet of the weeks? Well, we plan to upload a video every 2 weeks, or an audio and video every 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why it can't be the tweet of the week. That'd be ridiculous because we don't upload every week.
For sure.
We upload every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So it's the tweet of the weeks.
The tweet of the weeks.
This week's tweet of the weeks is from our friend Austin, and he said, J&H podcast when? And the reason that I want to talk about this tweet is because this is the tweet that single-handedly started this podcast.
It literally pushed us over the edge.
Yeah. So just for context, by the way, you can go follow him at Gorgonzola on Twitter if you would like to.
It's spelled real weird, but we'll put his actual Twitter handle in the description of the show and everything.
Yeah, we will. So we'll link to that. Or if you follow us, then you'll probably see us interacting with him. He's one of our good friends from high school, right?
Yep.
Yeah. I was like,
the fact that you can't remember that is troubling. He's one of my 5 non-theater friends.
Well, I couldn't remember if we went to middle school with him or not.
Oh, we did.
Yeah, okay. See, that's what I was saying.
He was on the varsity basketball team because he was the tallest person.
Oh, see, that's why I don't remember him, because I didn't know any of those guys. They were like legends to me. I was like 10 years old. Wait, how old were we?
I don't know.
I don't remember. Anyway, yeah, shout out to Austin. We love you, man. So some historical context. Josh and I in high school had a vlogging channel on YouTube, and one of our biggest fans of this vlogging channel was Austin. And so it's kind of been a meme for the last 7 years. By the way, it's been 7 years since we've made a video. It's been kind of a meme of Austin's that he's, constantly asking us for content. He's like, hey, so when are you bringing back the vlog? When are you, giving us more content. And it's just been kind of like a running gag with us for a while. And so then that's why this is the tweet of the weeks, because just yesterday, the day before we recorded this, that's kind of what kicked it all off, was that tweet. And then I called Josh and I was like, yo, are we doing this thing? And here we are today. So thank you, Austin. Thanks for supporting us. Thanks to everyone else that supports us.
And if you don't listen to this, then what are you doing, Austin? What are you doing? Please.
And if you do listen to this, Austin, what are you doing? Please, come on. Just you should stop right now.
You must be lifting weights, because it's that those are the only things that you could be doing while you're listening to this.
Yeah, that's true. Because you're sure as shit not listening to Metallica, which would probably be better and more pleasing to your ears.
Probably.
But yeah, so if you are listening to this and you would like to be featured as the tweet of the weeks, please tweet us either at Josh and Hayden, or at Hayden Ismondo, or at Joshua58, or any combination of those three.
All three at once. Go wild.
All three at once. Take up that character limit. Just full send it. We love it. So we will be monitoring our Twitter, and we will be well, actually not we, next week, or not next week, next week's. Can we just get into the habit of saying next week's, and then that means like 2 weeks? 2 weeks from now, we talk about next week's. So next week's, it's going to be Josh hosting. So Josh will choose the tweet of the weeks.
The tweets of the weeks.
And I'm not saying pander to him, but I'm not saying don't pander to him. That might work. I don't really know. Before we close out the podcast, I would like to also announce our very first ever giveaway. We are coming real strong out of the gate. With we want engagement, so please engage us on social media, on Twitter mostly. And the giveaway, though, is going to be based around reviews. So if you liked this podcast, if you didn't like this podcast, you could still win the giveaway. All you have to do is leave us a review, either on what is this going to be on? Apple Podcast. It's going to be on Spotify. It might be on some other platforms. We're not really sure. We're working it out. Wherever you see this podcast, please leave us a review.
Doesn't take long. Just leave it right in there.
If you're watching this, if you're watching this on YouTube,
leave a comment.
You can leave a comment. You can leave a like. That's not going to count for the giveaway, though. Then, we're going to ask you to kindly go over to the podcast, forum of your choice and leave us a review there, because it really, really does matter. And it would help us out a lot. Even if it's, we would hope it's a good rating. But if it's not, then we get constructive feedback and everyone wins.
Exactly.
So please post a review on one of our platforms. And then if you do leave a review, you will automatically be entered to win, drumroll please, a $10 Starbucks gift card. So if you like coffee and you want to leave us a review, I will personally send you a $10 Starbucks gift card if you win our giveaway. So please consider doing that. Please engage us on Twitter. And if you
any and all engagement is good engagement. Even if it's negative engagement, it's still good engagement, because we're getting the name out there. And if you like the
podcast, please get our name out there. Share it with your friends, even if they don't know us, even if they do know us, and
even if they do know us and they think they hate us because they knew us a long time ago. Send them back our way, because you never know, we might change their mind,
or not,
and that's fine. Like, you don't have to like us.
Yeah. You don't have to like us. You just have to put us in your dang ears. Okay. Yeah. So
just leave us on mute for however long the podcast goes. And that's just another view for us. And we appreciate it.
Yeah, we really do. So with that being said, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching, if you're watching. And thanks for just giving us a little piece of your time. We're filming/recording this during the pandemic. So, if you need any help, if you're not doing too well, then reach out to us.
Mhm.
And we're all just trying to get through it together. So thanks for listening. We love you, guys, gals, non-binary pals. We love you, and we'll see you in the next episode.
Yeah, have a good one, guys.